Sup guys, how's it going? Welcome to another Gamer Tech review. Now my name is Shu, and in this review we're going to be checking out the Razer Deathadder Black Edition Gaming Mouse. Now first of all, I just want to say a big thank you to Razer, because without them this review wouldn't be possible, because they gave me the mouse at the AMD Game Experience event in London a fair few weeks ago, or like a couple of weeks ago even. So thank you guys. Now let's get on with it. Here it is, all chilling out in the box, so let's get some pictures done and have a close-up at the packaging. So taking a quick look here at the front of the box of the Deathadder Black Edition box, we do have an image of the mouse on the front here, and then we also do a few little bits of information. So true ergonomic right-handed design, the 3500 DPI infrared sensor, and 1000 Hz ultra polling rate that we have on there. And also the front of the box does open up, so you can see the mouse inside. So we have the mouse on the right hand side in the plastic packaging, and on the left hand side again we've got the new sensor, familiar form factor. So it is like the Deathadder but with the newer sensor inside it, and then we just have a little bit of information about the mouse there. Now on this side of the box you can see some information which we've already seen on the box already. So the ergonomic right-handed design, the 3500 Razer Precision 3.5G infrared sensor, and the 1000 Hz ultra polling rate. On the other side of the box we have again the information that we've already seen, so the design, the sensor, but we also have the hyper response buttons, on the fly sensitivity adjustment, and the ultra slick mouse feet. So we do have a few extra little bits there, and then also you've got some chatting here from Razer guy who's just talking about the new sensor which it has in the mouse. Then on the back of the box, when we go through, we just have a quick breakdown of everything on the mouse. So we have the 7-foot lightweight braided lighter cable, so you have got a lot of cable length there, the scroll wheel with 24 individual click positions, the side grip with non-slip rubber coating, ultra large mouse buttons with non-slip rubber coating, a gold-plated USB connector, and then we have again pretty much everything all just written down in the English section of the box here. Now the packaging is all out of the way, let's just crack it out, have a play with it, have a little bit of a close-up at the mouse and see how it handles. And here we have it. So it is the black edition of the Deathadder, as we said earlier in the video. The main difference between the two is I found that the standard Deathadder has got a lot more of a glossy finish, whereas this one, it's very, very matte, and I prefer that a lot more because it's matte, it feels a lot more grippier, and it feels a lot more comfortable in my hands to use. It's got a standard like Deathadder design on there, so you have got the nice kind of like ergonomic fitting to the right hand. You got your back and your forward button, with the back button being slightly larger, which is a good design on there. Then on the bottom, it's very basic. You've got the one button here which adjusts the DPI, and you do have DPI settings which you do through the Razer Synapse 2.0 software which you have on your computer. And then we have got our laser in there, which is a 3500 DPI. And then we've got our nice click wheel, and the scroll wheel, it's nice, but it's a definite kind of click, so it's quite tricky to not be able to get the amount of clicks that you want. Like especially if you're like if you click 2 at a time or something like that to like change your weapon and then change it back again really quickly in order to like hurry up the reload animations, then you'll find that's quite handy. Also with the Razer mice, I do like they have this kind of design feature they have at the end where they kind of the ends they kind of concave and have a nice little flick at the end, and because it's like a full-size mouse, you never find that your fingers kind of like over grip on the edges of it. You always find that you're sat on here. Now it did take me a while to get used to this mouse, mainly because it's kind of it's a bit more basic design wise than a lot of the few of the other mice out there. Some of them will have, like on the top here, they'll have adjustments for DPI, and I'll have like a little kind of icon to let you know what the DPI setting is, whether it's a certain layout of lights on the edges or something like that. A couple of mice seem to have extra buttons here now, mainly for RTS games, and it really did take me a while to get used to the mouse. I'd say probably about 3 to 4 hours of use before it felt like it was really comfortable to use. But after that, like, it just feels completely second nature to me now, which is fantastic. Like, I'm more than happy to sit down and use this mouse on my computer. It only just took a while. I think it was just to get used to the shape, because a lot of the mice I've been using recently haven't been as designed to fit into my hand like this. I usually use more of a claw mouse design, whereas because this one is designed to really kind of go to the shape of the palm of your hand, I think that's just where it's had a bit of a toothing issue, as it were. But now it fits in absolutely fine. I really enjoy it, and I do quite like the simplistic design that they've got on here, of the single button off the bottom, and you just keep pressing that to find the appropriate DPI that you're looking for. But yeah, it's a very comfortable mouse. It's very nice, and I definitely do prefer the black version over the standard version of the Deathadder. So there it is. What are my thoughts on it? First of all, it did take me quite a while, as I said earlier, to get used to the mouse. I'm more used to claw gripping mice as opposed to things which are built to like sit like they're called palm mice. So mouse that was built to make, like, sit in the palm of your hand. So it took me a while just to get used to that, but only like I'd say 3.5, 4 hours of gameplay, and then it was just like kind of second nature. Like my hand had now melded to the new shape of the mouse which I was using. Before I was using a TTE Theron, and the shapes of them are a lot different from each other, so that's why it took a lot of time to get used to it. I like that this mouse is quite minimalistic in ways. So you're looking at it, there's no you've got no like DPI setting adjustments on the top of it, and the DPI adjustment, it's only one button on the bottom, and you just press that to get to the DPI, which you use the Razer Synapse 2.0 software to set, which is really cool. Also, when I got the mouse, I was using it, I was quite confused because the sensitivity was all like over the place, and then starting using the software, I found out that the polling rate was set to 250, and the DPI was really high, so that's why I couldn't get it all sorted out. So once I played with it, put the polling rate to 1000 Hz and a DPI on 800, everything was absolutely fine, and it was just kind of like getting used to the shape of the mouse. I personally would have liked it if there was more of a DPI kind of focus on the top of it, just in case people do like to change it during gameplay. So something like that near the scroll wheel would have been nice. Also, if you could adjust the weights of the mouse. Like I really like a lightweight mouse, and this is that indeed, you know. But because there's a lot of, well, pretty much the majority of gaming mice out there on the market, they have some form of weight adjustment in there. It would have been quite handy if it did have that option in there as well, as opposed to just kind of being out there on its own without having those things. But then again, it's the minimalistic kind of view that they've looked at, and they know they've got a good product. It's like these Deathaders are like Porsches, you know, they've got a really good design there, so they don't really need to change it that much in order to kind of like progress it. They need to, you know, improve the sensor that they've got in there, improve the scroll wheel, and the button, the switches on the clicks, and that's pretty much everything. You know, it's a fantastic design, you can't fault it. And yeah, so some people don't like to have lots of bells and whistles everywhere, and if you don't, then this is definitely the mouse for you. Also earlier, I have, like I said, I have had a look at a regular Deathadder, not the black edition, and I definitely prefer the black edition over the other ones, just because the finish on the mouse, on this one, it's kind of a matte, grippy finish, whereas with the standard Deathadder, it's like a shiny kind of black, and I feel that this one definitely gives you a better grip and a better experience when you're playing a game. It just feels a lot more comfortable than that of a standard Deathadder. So yeah, if you do look at the market at them, please do check out the black edition as well. It may be a little bit more expensive because it's the black edition, but it is definitely worth it. So yeah, that's my review on it. Again, the mouse gets a really, really big thumbs up, so thank you very much for watching. Please do like, rate, comment, subscribe. Check out something else that I've done, one of the other videos, like a game video or something, and I'll see you in another video. So cheers guys, catch you later.